So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. I'm on fire. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and weighing in tonight at 230 pounds, he claims to be your Canadian hero. This is Dante.
Donning the red and white as usual. And I'm not talking about the red and white for RWA. I'm talking about the red and the white of the Canadian flag. And I don't care where this man goes to wrestle, he's never getting a dinner from the crowd. Oh, wait a minute. And there's Dante. He goes and punches the cardboard cutout of Barack Obama that we had in the corner. Why that was there, I don't know. But clearly this man doesn't agree with our president's policy. You know, far be it from me to not take part in political conversation, but at a time like this, politics just don't belong.
Straight off the boat, weighing in at a whole lot of series. This is Ricky Medeiros.
I tried to be nice.
I saw.
I tried to be nice. Haven't been around for 2 months-ish, and Dante comes after me after punching a cutout of the President of the United
I
States.
saw that. I'm not quite sure why we had the life-size cardboard cutout of Obama here, but still, I find it to be very disrespectful to Dante to just punch it out like that.
Well, I'm trying to be nice here, and I will do my job calling this match straight, but I'm not a fan of Dante's. He obviously is not a fan of me for whatever reason, and he's going to have his hands full with Ricky Medeiros here.
I think the guy just needs any kind of outlet he can find to, put his anger. He's angry at the world. Dante has been cast out by the rest of the world, and he uses his Canadian shtick as a security blanket. Yeah. You're in Rhode Island. No one's going to cheer for Canada.
They won't even cheer for Canada in Maine, and I've just come back from Maine. Listen to this. Do we need to call the UN? Like, is this going to destroy Canadian-Portugal relations here?
I don't know. We've got everyone hating the Canadian. We've got a whole front row of people chanting Portugal.
Collar and elbow tie-up by Dante and Ricky Medeiros. Ricky Medeiros, who weighs in at a whole lot of charisse, one of my favorite dishes, honestly. But obviously outweighed by Dante, who weighs in at 230 today. I think this is going to be the green zone. Those of you who don't know, that's where the UN sets up where people cannot get hurt. The green zone.
I wonder, do either of these competitors have a green card?
Well played, sir.
Oh, you're just going to make them mad doing that.
I tell you what, somebody who was trained by Jose Perez, you don't want to get into a chop fest with somebody who's trained by Jose Perez.
Sincerely.
Nice takedown off the wrist lock with Dante, and Dante is furious. Going with the late 90s Bret Hart greasy hair look tonight. The poor man's Willem Dafoe. Not Willem Dafoe, excuse me.
If anyone's a poor man's Willem Dafoe, it's Steve Motion.
Yeah, that's true.
But enough B-movie references.
I feel like I should be watching Boogie Nights.
Dante is trying to remain dominant, showing that he too can move around. He doesn't like to leave his feet much. And look at him. He's legitimately having a hissy fit. He doesn't do any of this lucha stuff.
No, he doesn't. But I tell you what, the last good match I've seen Dante have was actually against Jose Perez, where he is a very accomplished technical wrestler.
Yes.
If he keeps his head on straight, which is tough for Canadians, and now he's coming over here. I didn't do anything. Okay, so if he keeps his head on straight, he can actually overpower Ricky Medeiros and should have this match won already.
He's letting the fans get to him.
Medeiros gonna fly, suicide dive! And what a suicide dive taking down Dante. Tell you what, as much as I like being ringside, I don't think buying a ringside ticket for an RWA event is a safe deal.
No, it really is, and I'll be honest with you, I'm seated about 3 feet away from the booth itself because I keep backing up near the wall. Out of sheer instinct.
This is the second place I put the booth today, and I'm gonna say bad choice.
You're working what you got, right?
Dante in the ring. A shoulder tackle against Ricky Medeiros. Not
Drive
willing to
him
focus.
down into his back.
Ricky Medeiros trying to duck under, and Dante, again, an accomplished ring veteran, saw right through it. And now I'd say he's face washing or face painting with the paint in the center of the ring there, but that might be just too much.
That is just not sanitary either which way.
Ricky
Lord knows
Medeiros.
there's several types of chlamydia on this mat. And Medeiros gets sent off to the ropes. Dante's got him up for a big sidewalk slam, turns it into a neck breaker, back breaker I should say, with an enziguri, a man of his size. That's impressive.
1, 2, and a kick out. I'm sorry, I had to recover from that chlamydia reference. That's just puts a whole new meaning to getting the clap in the ring.
Well, at RWA, you don't need to share needles to contract diseases. All you got to do is have a match.
Ricky Medeiros, a big back rake by Dante. Dante's nails with that long, big kick to the gut. Ricky Medeiros in a lot of trouble. Dante I think he's done messing around. He's done listening to the crowd. He's just going to overpower Ricky Medeiros here.
Well, he slowed down the pace to where he can be the one in advantage.
Another clothesline by Dante, and Medeiros is reeling here.
Well, Medeiros is not going to get him off his feet on brute strength alone. He's got to try to catch him
1,
sleeping.
2, and a kick out. And Philip Seymour Hoffman is not Chris Jericho.
No, you can get mad at the referee all you want. That was a cockamamie pin, pal.
Big punches to the guts, and now a headbutt by Dante. Medeiros trying to fight off, get up from his knees there in front of Dante.
This is terrible. He's really been taken out of all his steam's been taken out.
Rapid fire headbutts, and now a big chop. And now just blatantly choking out Ricky Medeiros. And this is, and it goes to what we were saying before. Dante is an accomplished ring veteran. He knows he can. Now he's picking on me. What did I do to Dante?
You just got a bullseye on you. You just got a target.
He's asking Steve Mosher if he can count to 5, and I know Mosher can count to 5. Medeiros is fighting back. Big left now, and a big clubbing right to Dante. Forearm by Dante, forearm by Medeiros, back and forth, trading the blows back and forth. And Medeiros back down to his knees. Being outweighed and just being outmuscled by Dante here. And again, this isn't needed. Dante can win this match. He doesn't need to go to this extreme. Ricky is being cheered on here by the fans, and a big headbutt to, I'll say, the nether regions.
The lower midsection, if you will. Fair to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it wasn't misjudged, but that's a blatant choke right there.
Yeah. and now Dante just blatantly choking. It's unneeded. He has this match won if you really look at it. Now he's getting in the face of Steve Mosher. And this stuff is not needed by Dante. Now Medeiros with a big drop kick. Take your eye off the ball and you're going to pay for it.
And that's what Medeiros needs to do. He needs to catch him off of his guard. It's the only way he's going to get the upper hand.
Off the rope. Nice blocking senton. Used Dante as a springboard and then landed right on him. Very impressive cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Now, okay. Chiming back into your managerial skills, you know that your client is underweight by probably, I'll say, a good 30 pounds, maybe more. What do you say to him at this point in the match as he needs to regain momentum?
I would say think unorthodox. I would say use the ropes to your advantage, whereas Dante is more likely to lean Ricky Medeiros onto the rope. Ricky Medeiros needs to propel himself off of those ropes to create the velocity needed to put out Dante for good.
Mickey Hurge is going to the top rope, going for a big moonsault. What a moonsault on Dante. Cover 1, 2, and Dante's under the rope. Dante and Mosher sees it. Nice catch by Steve Mosher. I tell you what.
Good ring awareness by Dante. Knows where he is on that mat.
Dante's about a 12-year veteran of professional wrestling. And now a big roll up here. And he's got the tights. He's got a handful of tights. 2 and 3. And he pins Ricky Medeiros with a handful of tights right in front of the announcement. And I have to announce him as the winner. trying to do my job. And this, I mean, look, working in the NECBL, I've seen Team Canada. I have a lot of Canadians on my ball team. They're a bunch of good people. This man does not represent the country of Canada and the people it represents. He just doesn't.
Well, he's got a gripe with everyone here in RWA, and I don't know, he's grabbing at straws. You know, and you know what? I can understand why he took such a violent approach towards Ricky Medeiros. This is Dante's third Legacy appearance.
Right.
And he missed Legacy 3 due to a broken ankle. You know who replaced him?
Ricky Medeiros did.
Ricky Medeiros.
That's right.
And that's why he turned this into a brawl. That's why he turned it into a fight. That's why he made it a point to get a handful of tights during that pin.
And it was the tights wasn't needed. That's my thing, is that the handful of tights wasn't needed. He had Medeiros outmatched his whole match. Why cheat? Why? And then why come after me? This is my first show back in over a month. What did I do to him? I introduced him well.
You know he doesn't like bow ties, right?
Well, I'm sorry that I tried to be fashionable, but he struck. I might not have voted for the guy. He struck a cutter to the President of the United States. That's just flat out disrespectful.
That is. And I don't know what it is, what we're going to have to do to set Dante straight, but he is over here reeling in anger. I guess they're playing the Blame Canada song.
They really are. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. He flips out. Well, we'll try to get past Dante, which should not be too hard. Coming up, talking about bad blood. Student body broke up. The last show that I was actually at, back in May. Jack Connor is now TNT Jack Connor. He's going to take on, it's not Nick Varsity anymore, it's Nick Marchand. He wants to step out of the shadow of the student body. And these two guys, you know, trying to claim credit over who was better in the tag team and want to square it up here in the ring.
I think it's personally, I think it's foolish for them to even think like that. But this is the big dance of the year, folks. This is the showcase that you can use to put yourself out there as a talent, as a singles competitor. And yeah, sure, maybe the both of them were buried under the guise of their own tag team. But I really feel, and I think you'll see it too, we will see that the two of those, as much as they want to butt heads, they really are one another's best friend. They are the best thing that happened to one another. And now you've got Jack Connor, a student of the game, a scholar even. Now he's trying to be a rock and roll rebel, trying to cut loose.
Well, you know that when you leave high school, you like to rebel a little bit. Maybe this is his rebellion.
I guess. I personally feel as though it's in their best interest to stay as a team. But these two former tag team members are going to be going head to head. And folks, there's only one way to experience it, and that's live. If you can't be here live, make sure to join us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the RWA 4ever.
Good friends, better enemies. Jack Connor and Nick Marchand. That's next.